If you don't want thousands of extra unexpected dollars to come up after you move into your first house, listen up because I'm talking about a super important topic every first-time homebuyer should know. Hi, I'm Tegan Morris. Welcome back to part 4 of my series called Keys to Knowing, a series where I talk about helpful tips and information so that first-time homebuyers can feel more educated about buying their first house. Today, we're talking about an important component when it comes to submitting an offer on a property, which is including conditions in that offer. First and foremost, what are conditions? Conditions are a part of an offer which allow a buyer to conduct research and due diligence on the property that they are considering purchasing. If you were following the real estate market a few years ago during COVID, you may have heard in the news that a lot of people were not including conditions in their offer. And this is because the market was moving really quickly, houses were selling very quickly, and buyers felt pressured to make a more attractive and more desirable offer. However, fast forward to today, and what we're seeing is that the majority of buyers are including conditions in their offer. Number 2, why are conditions so important? Well, conditions allow a buyer to do their own due diligence on the property itself or what being a homeowner of that property would look like. Once the buyer does their due diligence, the buyer can then decide, are they comfortable and satisfied with the result of their due diligence or not, and therefore decide whether or not they want to proceed with the purchase of that property. Number 3, as a real estate agent, where do I come into play when it comes to conditions in an offer? First and foremost, there's many different types of conditions. What it usually comes down to is the buyer's personal situation as well as the property type that the buyer is looking at. For example, a condominium and a rural property all may have a little bit different of conditions. It is my job as a real estate agent to ensure that I am properly guiding my clients so that they put the most appropriate conditions in their offer that is most suitable to their personal situation, as well as the property type that they are considering buying. Additionally, I also help my clients stay on track during the conditional period itself. If it's a home inspection condition, I help my clients find a home inspector, schedule the home inspection, and attend the home inspection with them. It can also be things as simple as just helping my clients stay on track by reminding them to fulfill their conditions, such as reaching out to their insurance provider. Number 4, what are the risks of not including conditions in your offer? Well, because conditions allow you to do your own due diligence on the property and what being a homeowner of that property would look like, if you don't include them, then you can't do your due diligence on that. And as a result, it's almost as if you're going into buying that property a little bit blind. You're not going to be able to gain knowledge on the physical state of the property, or if and how much insurance may cost you, what a condo reserve looks like when purchasing a condominium, or if a lender is even willing to lend the amount that you're offering on the property. So while it's not a requirement for people to include conditions in their offer, as a real estate agent, it is for the most part usually something that I very highly recommend that the majority of my clients do for them to be able to protect their interests. Number 5, what are the most common conditions? I'm going to be leaving a list of the most common conditions in the caption below, so definitely give that a read so that you can learn about things that you may come across when submitting your first offer on a property. I hope this was helpful. Again, my name is Tegan Morris. This is episode 4 of my 10-part series, Keys to Knowing. If you're thinking about purchasing your first house, follow along because I will be sharing more tips and information so that you as a first-time homebuyer can feel more educated when going in to buy your first house.